Well, hi there, and happy time zone to everyone joining us here on the Lady Arcaders Twitch stream. And welcome back to our bi weekly show, Attract Mode. If you're new here, it's no worries, I'll give you a little introduction to us. Lady Arcaders is an all women's gaming collective. Lady Arcaders welcomes all women in gaming, speedrunners, developers, and casual fans alike. In addition to our cozy private community, we run weekly showcases on our Twitch channel, like the one you're watching right now, as well as larger charity events throughout the year. Attract Mode is truly amazing. It's such a easy opportunity to just get into, just submit whatever you want to. You can submit anything your heart desires. You can submit working on music like Evie is right now. We can submit, a speed run, a showcase, a high score attempt, bake a cake. We had a cooking stream for the Lady Arcader Super Showcase, which happened back in August. But yeah, so submissions for Attract Mode are always open, and it'd be awesome if you checked it out. I would also love to inform everyone of something that's coming up in the Lady Arcaders private server right now. Our community is gearing up for the holidays with a not-so-secret Santa. Our advent calendar is back for the 3rd year in a row, but come help us stuff these stockings by submitting a free video game for inclusion. Details and the submission form can be found in the news channel, and then join us all on December 1st for 24 straight days of free video games. And I am hearing word from our performer. Coming up, we're gonna be doing a musical production showcase with my good friend Evie. And I got informed just a few minutes ago, actually, we are gonna be covering a song from Celeste to do a lo-fi cover of that. So Evie, take it away.
Hello, everyone. I'm so excited to be here. Doing a little live music production thing is a thing I've been wanting to do for a long time. And I can't think of a better place to start than literally a song called First Steps from a very popular video game. You might have heard of it, Celeste. Now, this song is very simple. In case you haven't heard it before, it goes basically like this. Let me open up one of my pianos here. It goes basically like this. It's just that over and over again. And so that makes for a very easy cover. But what we're gonna do is skip the part where I have to transcribe all of it, because that's the boring part of doing a cover, and we only have an hour and a half here together. So I don't wanna do all of that. So I have actually a transcription of the song by Matteo Di Martino here, and we're just gonna basically be pulling bits and pieces from it. So in case you're not familiar, this is an idea of what it sounds like. Right? So, let me get you all acquainted with the sort of what you're seeing in front of you. Excuse me. So this is Ableton Live. Ableton Live is a music production software. Essentially, there are two modes to this program. There's this live mode, which is where the name comes from, but I'm really much more familiar with this arrangement mode. So basically, whenever you press play, this little bar is going to move forward and it's going to play whatever is at the playhead. So if I go here and I insert a MIDI clip, and I'm just going to put in a single note, it's going to just play that note once the playhead gets to that, right? Just a single note. And it's based on whatever plugins are currently on it. So if I look down here, there's kind of this bottom bar, and this tells you what plugins are on there. So right now we've just got this piano, but I can add a piano and let's say we add a delay. This will make it so that it'll repeat over and over again and slowly go down. Now, if you add this on something that's a little bit more complex, you end up with something a little bit more complex. So we're just going to be kind of putting together a little lo-fi cover slowly but surely. And I'm going to explain you all a couple music production things along the way. This will be fun.
I'm so
So
excited.
yeah, I'm very excited to just try and explain things at speed. So let's start with our piano part with our old friend the piano. But this piano I just happen to know that the piano used in this song is Spitfire's felt piano, but I do not have that today because of various reasons. But I do have this Imagero piano, which is a really nice, sweet little piano. So let me get rid of this delay. Um, oh yeah, but down here you can like add a bunch of stuff together, and it just like starts to stack up. I am going to be saving a lot because this program likes to suddenly crash. So if we just add in like a bunch of random things in here, we're going to get some like really wild sounds, and I don't even know what this is going to sound like. So let's just hear it together. Oh, it's so far away. It's so distant.
We're taking our first steps, but they're taking their first steps on the other side of like a bridge
That's
or
right.
something.
Yeah, that's right. They're across the mountain, the Celeste
Oh,
Mountain.
okay, yeah.
So let's start with just some like I like these chords a lot, so I kind of want to start with just these chords. I guess they're not really chords, they're like the octaves.
Mhm.
So let's actually just go ahead and start instead of starting from the beginning, we'll start from here because this is going to be a little bit nicer to like have some chords to use cuz lo-fi music likes to use a lot of chords. So let's start here. So we've just got all of these pianos on to start with, but let's start shaping some of these sounds. I like the piano on this part a lot, just because it makes sense, right?
Mhm.
But something we can do is we can double it. So if I duplicate this track, I can double this with like a different sound. So I'm going to pull in my favorite synthesizer, Pigments. It's by Arturia. I have if you are watching this stream and you know anything about music production, I just want you to see how broken my brain is. Look at how many of these there are. There's a lot in here. People who know music production are going, "Oh, why do you have that many things?" And let's just say I've been at this for a while. That's probably the easiest way to summarize why I have that many things. But here we go. Let's get into Pigments. We'll take a second to load. But here's Pigments. Now this looks a little bit complex, but essentially any synthesizer is um, there is a waveform. So there's this thing here, and that's basically just like a single tone. So it'll be like do um and you can imagine in the background it is always going. And the thing that allows you to make it uh, but it's always going, but it's muted. And then you use envelopes, so that's these things down here, to make it appear while you're holding down a note on the keyboard. So, for example, here, I've got to actually turn it on first. Go and then unmute. Oh, this is doing something funny because it's taking that, but you can see there's like this dot that appears, and that's where the note currently being played is. So if I take this and turn it down, it'll turn down, and now we have this like almost like a bell sound,
Okay.
and we can turn that even further down. We have like a little plucky sort of thing. And basically, synthesizers are just like you layer on more and more and more of those. So we've got like this LFO stands for low frequency oscillator. Oscillator is just something that goes up and down, goes back and forth. So if I drag this onto something, let's just randomly drag it onto like I don't know the wave position. Sure, you can see that like it'll sound a little funky. Oh, I should turn it up so you can actually hear it. Here we go. So that's obviously not something we want. Let's go ahead and dive into the presets and let's start from there. Um, so let's just find a like pad of some sort. That'll be nice. Let's just hit random. Sure. Butterflies. What does this sound like? I'm gonna solo it. Ooh,
Oh,
that's kind of nice. That's kind of nice.
okay.
Let me turn up the
Okay.
compressor so we all can hear a little bit clearer as well.
Very like ethereal.
Yeah, it's like a nice background feeling. What is vocal fragment? Choir. I like where that gets to, but I feel like it lasts too long. Like it's still
Mhm.
going, and it's gonna muddy up everything. It's gonna overstay its welcome. That's a lot. That's
That's
a
a
lot.
lot, that's
That's
a
a lot.
lot.
That's a lot. I think we lucked out on that first one. I really like that first one a
I
lot.
really liked butterflies, yeah.
Yeah. Let's stay with that one, and then, it is pigments, so I can show you let's work around and let's find some stuff we can adjust. So this is a really great place to start when you're doing, like, music production, is just start with a preset and then just, like, adjust things as you go. So we're taking, like, about as easy a path as we can, say our first steps by taking a, arrangement that has already been made, and of course, crediting the person who did the arrangement. And then taking some of these presets on some of these synthesizers or the things that are just built in, and then just adjusting things as we go. So let's go ahead and lock in on this. I'm going to turn this up so we can hear it a little bit louder again as well. Yeah, that's about right. So this one probably also maybe extends a little too long.
Mhm.
So let me turn down the reverb a little bit. So let me find the reverb in all of these filters and stuff. Let's see. So here's effects. We have a bunch of different effects slots. And I'm just looking for something here that says reverb. So there's the reverb. Click on this, and we can turn down the overall reverb width. So this decay, this allows you to see how this is kind of showing the shape of what the reverb looks like. Let's just turn it down a little bit because I like the amount of decay, or I like the amount of reverb, like the size, the room, the feeling. But I think
Yeah.
it just stays on for too long. There's also this PS delay. We can also turn down a little bit. Turn the feedback down. That's how you turn down how much. You can see these dots. They're called taps when it's a delay. I can turn that down, and it'll also limit how long it rings out for. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Cool. So now if we play these together, this is the piano and the synth together,
Oh,
we get this like nice sort of space feeling. I can also change some things about the piano, but I'll leave it for now. I'll leave it for now. Let's also turn down the one of the biggest cheat codes for lo-fi music is to just turn down the overall BPM. So right now we have this. Let's just like take it down a little ways. Yeah, I
okay.
can hear a beat to that. That's nice. That's around 70 BPM, or you're feeling it a little bit more like quickly because of this piano is going so fast. I'm gonna be honest. I said lo-fi. That's just an easy shorthand for like just making like a chilled out cover. We're just kind of making a chilled out cover.
Mhm, mhm.
Um, so I think this piano is probably a little bit too sharp, or this one mostly. Dun, 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 dun. So
Yeah.
let's find something that's a little bit nicer for this. That same company that does pigments also makes a plugin called Pure Lo-Fi, which like, hey, we're already here. That's pretty much exactly what we're looking for. And this one has a very interesting sort of way of going about making lo-fi sounds. But we can just like grab a random one in here. Ooh, that's nice. Probably
Okay.
probably rings out for a little too long. We can adjust that. I think it's a reverb. So let's go to the effects page. Advanced. Uh, actually, where is the effects page on this synth? I kind of forget where the effects page because I don't use it a whole bunch. I mean, there's this reverb. Oh, that like makes it really in the background. Hold on. Dang. Function, function, effect. So there it is. I found it. Sorry. There we go.
Yes.
I kind of like that a lot. It feels almost like an old video game flute. Like, doesn't this feel like a little bit of a Pokemon Emerald kind of a thing?
It does.
It's got that like effect to it, that feeling.
That, like, zhuzh.
Yeah, yeah. See, I can turn down the intensity of this tape echo. Still think it's like the attack is a little too much. It's like too many
Yeah.
notes. So let's turn up the attack. See how it's like this is like really, really strong. This
Oh,
one's just like smoothing out that beginning. Yeah, let's try this. What's this filter on? I like this reverb, but I think I'm gonna turn it off for now. We still have this tape echo, which I think is getting in the way a little bit, but now altogether, how does this sound?
oh.
Now, what if we take this and half time it? So you see how right now it's going dun 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 dun. What if we just take all of it and make it take double as long? So we want to take this to here. Take it's like here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now it's like interacting with these. So I'll just delete these. Oops. Right down here, I'm editing on a piano roll. So essentially, this is telling the computer, hey, when the playhead gets to this point, play this note. And when it gets to this point, play this one, play this one, play this one, etc., etc.
Mhm.
So now this should be halftime. So we should get, and then to like help this groove, maybe I take out one of those notes there, and then I'm going to do the same thing to this piano up here as well. So we're going to take this, and I can also just do Control A. Whoops, cancel. I don't want to quit. Let me save actually while I'm thinking about it. Multiply it by 2. So, and now we have this. So now we've got this nice sort of delayed tone with like a skip in the bottom thing. And that's
Mhm.
the official term. They say it's a nice warm tone with a skip in the bottom thing. That's the official name for it. I'm gonna find a nice sound for this piano. So I recently found out that there is a new instrument from Impact Soundworks called Super Audio Cart. Well, I knew about Super Audio Cart, and basically what they've done is they've gone through and sampled a bunch of like old like Game Boy and SNES and those sorts of things, and they put it all into one. But what they've done with Super Audio Kart 2, which is the sequel that released earlier this year, is they've actually reverse engineered everything. So this is the Dire Docks like sound. No, that's not. No, that's not. I gotta actually do that. There we go. It's not soloed. Go back. There we go. So this is what they've done is they've found all the original sound sources for things that ended up becoming instruments on the Nintendo 64, the Game Boy Advance, all of those, and they've gone back to the original sound sources. They've licensed them, and then they've done the same processing to them as what they would have done. So you end up with a bunch of sounds that sound exactly like the Nintendo 64 or like the PlayStation and things like that. But because they have been kind of reconstructed, they like make sure that they have all of the rights to using them again. And so you end up with like this like entirely from scratch, reverse engineered um uh here we go. Let's try this one. Reverse engineered sort of uh like PlayStation and like old video game console sounds, which is really cool because it means you don't have to worry about like, hey, am I going to be allowed to use this? It's like, well, it's been reverse engineered from scratch. So let's hear what this sounds like. It's too much, too high, I think. So let's try taking this all down an octave. I like that, but it's also like got too much of an attack. So let's
Mhm.
do this. Yeah, I like that like sparkle.
Yeah.
It's got maybe too much in the middle. I just kind of want only that sparkle. So you see here, there's like a tone in the middle that's ooh.
Mhm.
I'm gonna see if I can get rid of that with an EQ. So let me grab EQ8. So this is an equalizer. This kind of just shows you what the sound looks like. So if I'm playing along here, whoops, let me go back to it. Yeah. So you see how this is like showing you what the sound looks like.
Mhm.
So I think this thing is the tone that's like I want to get covered using other instruments. So I'm just going to use this to like cut it out. So let me take this down to the bottom and I can do like this. Yeah, like that. And then I can actually combine two of these together. Let's go this guy to like here, and then we'll go. This is the world's gnarliest EQ. Oh, you know what I should do instead? This is cleaner. I'm just gonna do a high pass. I'm gonna do it like this. So if I just do this, now we just kind of have like that uh dire duck sparkle.
Yep.
And it adds just a little bit of texture to the piano, which should also be adjusted. And we can actually even make this one double as slow. So we have this nice back and forth sort of thing. So if I take this, go times 2. That's nice.
Okay. Oh.
Now, I think the thing that any song needs and is probably missing is some amount of drums. And uh, this song has drums in it. It's got this like sort of thing. And I think we can just kind of take that full cloth. I don't see a full reason necessarily to change that. So I'm gonna rename this one to be this is sort of like a ride of some sort. So let me grab a sampler, put it on here. Actually, they have a specific drum sampler, so I'm gonna do that. Drum. This is new in this recent version. They have a drum sampler specifically. And then let me go through my samples. I'm just gonna open this up to look through them and look for like a hi-hat. So if you go one shots, let's go full packs. Bloom has some really nice drums in here. So let's go one shots, hats, lo-fi. Yeah, that's fun. That's fun. I can turn down the volume a little bit, and then I also want it to do this, where the first one is louder than the second one. So I'm just gonna kind of like that. Nice. Let me go ahead and grab. There's like this kick drum sort of thing. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah. So I'm gonna take this one out and we're gonna bring it into a different track. So I've got my ride here. Let me duplicate this so that we can just do an easy copy and paste sort of scenario. Oops. There we go. Drag that in there. And then I'm gonna delete the hi-hats. And then we've just got this like, I think this is a kick in the original. So let me find a kick. We've got this Bloom kick, lo-fi. I like that one. It's like a nice sort of kick with a lot of high end to it. Now I do need the kick to be a little bit louder. Also, let me rename this before I forget. Kick. So let's bring this up. Let's find a one with a little bit more hit to it. Say this one? Sure. Let's actually go ahead and bring it back up to 90. See what that sounds like. Find a nice middle ground between those two is, I think, a good idea. Cool. This is still something I want to change, I think. We also need that lead to come in eventually, which we'll do. So let me just go back in and grab an Arturia synth. So I'm a big fan of these. A lot of these are like old. They're like recreations of old synths. So they have a lot of variety in here. So let me find
Okay,
like a
okay.
nice keys. Let's go like, what is this one? Kalimba keys. Ooh,
Ooh.
that's kind of nice. What's going on there?
Oh.
That's interesting. That's interesting. What happens if we just take this down an octave? So if I go octave -12 is what we're looking for. I'll just go MIDI effects, pitch, -12. There we go. What does it sound like if we take this same effect here and put it on? Or the same MIDI. Take all the, whoops, take this, bring it back up an octave, and see where that takes us. Let's see what this sounds like. Yeah, I think I like that piano and
Mhm.
these two being slow together. I think that works well. And then we can always speed it back up a little bit later, but having this be the core thing, the only thing that is like fast, I think works well. So let me go ahead and continue this onward, both of these. And then I'm going to bring in our lead. So we should have these two here. And then let's spice these up. Let's see what we can do. So these are the doon doo 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 doo. You can see we start to get into this fun UI nightmare where there's just a lot of stuff going on, and you have to just kind of adjust.
This is true, but I am rocking with it. I'm trusting your process immensely
Yay! Thank
in
you.
terms of the UI.
We're gonna
'Cause
copy
I'm
this,
yeah.
paste it there. Whoops,
So
I'm
far,
gonna.
it's sounding so fun.
Yay!
I'm I love First Steps. It's maybe one of the most, like, quintessential Celeste songs to me, or at the very
Honestly,
least, like, one of
yeah.
the ones I think about a lot
And then for
because
it
it's
to
the
be
first
like
song.
right, right. And then it's like I believe it's in Reflections that the lead is repeated, but, like, turned into, like, a more, like, foreboding sort of sound, which is really
Yes.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
I think that's really neat. Um, what if we do something a little wild, a little wacky, and we get a flute in here?
Oh, I love the
Um,
flute.
this is a program that instead of this one's a lot to explain, but basically there's like some math geniuses who have figured out how to simulate the internals of a flute from scratch digitally, and it allows you to like they started out with just a violin here. This one's technically the viola because it was more applicable to the types of sounds I needed. But if I go, hold on, controller templates, and we go to Linstrument NP, we have like this oh, it's probably really loud, I'm sorry. Let me turn that down.
Viola jump scares you.
So you can hear it's kind of nasty to try and play because it is like actually you have to like really learn how to play these very well. And it's much better when I'm not. But if we do a flute version of this, let me do that again. Or I do MIDI controller templates. Pop back in here. Whoa. Why does it sound like that?
Why?
Sometimes the math just does that. Let me just put a regular flute instead of fairy flute. So MIDI controller templates, go back to this. I'll just do, yeah, keyboard mod wheel. MIDI controller instrument MP. Hold on. Looks like you're not sending a control message to your SWAM instrument. I know. So this is like way too much for what we're doing, I think actually, but I'm gonna
Okay.
pull with it because I think it's beautiful to have a flute in here. Um, dun, 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 dun. Let me just play it. Hold on. Dun, 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 dun. Et cetera, right?
Yeah.
Um, Kind of shockingly, mostly there already. Okay, so let me just record in this expression wheel then. I'm gonna open this up. Don't worry about this. I am just configuring the expression to be something I can control here. So let me play along. So I'm gonna hit record and then make sure that we're overdubbing. And then I think this will let me do this. Okay, so that'll be our our uh, our sound here. I can also turn the flutter. So let me also learn configure flutter, and I will just add this in as well. So let me do that again. Actually, I don't like what that sounds like. Let me turn down the key noise and the breath noise a little bit, and then I think the velocity is something that we can adjust as well. So let me adjust this. We're gonna go down on the velocity. And I can actually select all of these and press B to draw in velocity. So let's just draw in this like nice sort of slow curve. Whoops, as this is going. I'm gonna get this to be bigger actually. So I have an easier time drawing the curve. So we go do 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 do. Do, 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 do. So we have these nice little movements. Let's try this, see how this goes. Yeah. Now there's this weird movement in the expression, but I can adjust that. Back here. Oops. So if I go back to the synth, go here, show automation, we can do the same thing we just did. So I don't like this going here. It's probably a little too distracting. Nice, cool. So that's our lead, and we've done it with like a synth or with like a flute um, um, simulator. Just like, we'll see how this sounds. And immediately I can tell that these two are fighting. This one
Mhm.
here, like these are the exact same sound here. Or is it? Yeah, because we have a flute sound here. So let's just simplify this, huh? I like it here, but let me transform it into a different one once the lead comes in, and we can fade between the two once we approach that. So this, go back into pure lo-fi, solo both of them. Let's find something else here. Instead of flutes, let's find something like keys. What's this? I'm going no at that. Wait. I do kind of like a
Oh,
plucked something, but it's like detuned. Do you hear that? I can hear it
mhm.
right there. Yeah, look at this. I mean, obviously with a. There, let me. Interesting. 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 I don't
Interesting,
know why. I don't know
interesting.
why it's. I don't know why it's like that. Let's just do this with a different. Go at it in a different way. So if I go back to contact, contact is a instrument platform, so you can load stuff into it. Was that Celtic? Let's find like a. There's a guitar. We could do guitar. You wanna
Okay.
do? You wanna do a guitar? Let's do this.
Do you want
What's a
let's
guitar
let's
sound
let's
like?
put let's do a little guitar, let's be bad.
Yeah, let's be bad.
Let's be
Let's be
bad.
bad. It's loading. It's loading. It says not responding in case
Oh,
that's too
shoot.
small to see.
Oh,
We might have been a little too bad. Hey, Saf, we might have been
oh,
a little too bad.
we might have been a little bit too bad. Oh, shucks. Oh,
Oh,
lord.
there we go. We're good. We're good. We're good.
Oh, nothing. Okay.
That's the fun thing with a lot doing a lot of different instruments plugins with a platform that itself is not the most stable thing in the world, is that sometimes it just does that. All right. Oh no, nuh-uh, not at
No,
all. How do I get back to a
no way. You missed
clean?
it.
Just come on. What? Hey, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? All right.
We're doing a country music cover.
Apparently. Do 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 do.
Throwing some twang in there.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Show enough.
Sure enough. Let's find like a. Is it mandolin? Okay. Where are you
Okay.
going? Where are you going with that? We can also do like. I love one of them. Sure. Here we go. I like this.
Yeah.
No, just the regular one, please. Some of these like to take what you do and they're like, "Oh yeah, let's get
Let's
silly with it. Let's get silly with it."
let's change it in a way that you were not expecting.
Yeah, what a good idea. I think I have to take these to 5. I don't know why it sounds so, covered up like that. Let me just go here. I think I saved one in here. Yeah, I want one of these, but I don't want it to do the phrases thing. I suppose that's the whole point, right? Okay, stop previewing. There we go. Okay.
Stop it.
uh, I love when they don't play along. We could just go with a Vital preset. Go with a classic Tankla Vital preset.
We
Let's try
could.
this. Let's
Let's
try
try
this.
it. Yeah.
Okay. So Tankla is a music producer who makes a bunch of presets for this other synthesizer called Vital, and this one's got a lot of nice sounds in here. What about Banjoscape? What does that sound like? Nope.
Oh, no.
Ooh, evil, 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 evil. Oh,
Scares you? It
evil.
scares
Scares you,
you?
scares you, scares make an evil noise. Go back down here. That's cool, but
It's cool. I just don't. Oh, that was scary.
here we go.
Okay,
Ooh.
okay, we find it.
Yeah, I kinda like that a lot.
To quote our lovely technician from some of the last ones we heard, they put Madeline Celeste in the dungeon dimension.
You're so right, you're so right, you're so right, you're so right. Oh, it's randomizing the octave that it's on. So let me just have it pick one, right? LFO1. Whoa, wait. This one, this
Oh,
transpose.
hey
Here we go.
now.
This is what we want. Remove. Is this taking how much are you randomizing here? Modulation amount, alpha phase. I feel like I'm missing one of the menus. I'm not a vital main, as they say. But we can take this up an octave. And then I'm going to remove the delay that's going on. So we go effects. We can turn off the delay. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Oh,
That's much better. That's more what
yep.
we're looking
It slots
for.
in so nicely.
Yeah. Okay. And then we've got our like incredibly nice flute synth here, which is nice. We still got the ride going, and then the kick will come in, and the lead will come at the same time. Here it comes.
Oh, you ready? Oh.
And then a different synth will come in and do the other half of it. Yay!
Yay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
it's coming
sounds
together.
good.
What a relief. It's about at this point that I go, "Okay, good. We're good. We've got something. It'll work." N I would love to show you all some of, like, the weird stuff I've got in here. So let me take this ride here, and I'm gonna go to Visco. Visco is a weird drum synthesizer. This thing is like I don't know how it works. My brain hurts when I think too hard about it. But we've got like a hi-hat here. So let me just solo this for now. This is gonna be a little bit loud, but how are we doing on audio? It's coming up a little loud. Coming up a little loud. I can start taking this makeup down now that we have a lot of other instruments going on, but you can see like here is a hi-hat, right?
Mhm.
And then if we slide this over, we have a different hi-hat, right?
Oh.
Now where this plugin starts to lose me is I can go anywhere in between these two. And it's not just fading between the two, it is like resynthesizing the core drum system between the two. And we can put in whatever we want. So if I take, let's go ahead and go for, do I have, yeah, it's effects collection. Let's go for Pikmin. These are sound effects from Pikmin. These are sound effects. Here we go. Sorry, there's fart sound effects in Pikmin?
Sorry,
Sorry, what?
that one did catch me off guard. I go
I mean, we have to see what it does. Okay, I'm gonna show you the function first, and then I'll. Okay. Here we go. Pop. We'll put a pop in there. So now it resynthesizes it from scratch. So you hear this, and then we have this. But then we can mix it now so that it transforms between what that was and what the other hi-hat was. It's so weird. Now I wanna know what the fart sounds like.
Dang.
No. No, no, no. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. No, 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 no,
Nope,
no.
nope, nope, nope.
Oh, there's woo.
Woo! Woo!
That's good. That's good. Wait, what if we take a Celeste sound? I've got Celeste sounds
Oh,
in here.
yeah.
Little switchies. Okay, let's add some, they call it ear candy using some Celeste sounds. So this is usually something you would add at the very end, but I'll just do it now because we're kind of all over the place. So let me grab a switch. Is this just going? No, no, stop.
Stop it.
This helps us keep up some energy with this like nice big room tone. Um, these are impact noises, which is not helpful. Yeah, these are all like
Doors opening.
these these are like bully.
Oh.
Wait, doom doo 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 doo, and that's the same little movement.
Mhm.
No, that's way too fast. Let's warp it. Take this down. Doo doo doo. And then we'll like take this way deep into the background by making it way quieter. And then I want to take this specifically just this up. So I'm gonna do because that's not quite what we're looking for. Dun, 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 dun. Wait, what? How am I missing this? What did I have it right first? Do do. Okay, now we reconsolidate this, and now we have like a little sound effect to put in somewhere. Do do. Wait, I want to take this down more. Actually, let me take this. Hmm. Oh, the entire thing needs to go down. That's why. There we go. Now we've got
There
this
we
like nice.
go.
That's in key. That's what we're looking for. And I can take it slower even more. Let's go ahead and unwarp. Dun, 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 dun. It's almost got like a triplet pattern to it. Sure, I'll take it.
Sure,
And then I'm
yeah.
gonna make it even quieter. And then this will just help like that little transition. And then we need um reverse this. This one. Sure, might as well. And then actually, wait, reverse that one again. Whoops. Whoops. I don't want to freeze it. Put it in the freezer.
Oh, it's cold. Take it out.
Take it out. If it's
Take
cold,
it
you're
out.
cold.
Shivering.
Shivering. Hey, it's shivering.
It's
Just take
shivering.
off the first click of these. Uh, and then I'm going to do that for this one as well. And then I'm just going to go duplicate, duplicate. And this will sort of keep the energy going, I think. Let's try this. And then I'm going to make these other ones quieter as well. All right, so let's see where this takes us. What do we got here? I need it to be even quieter than that. I just want these to be like background stuff. But we can have these be a little bit wild and fun. Let's get some fun movement stuff going here. I'm gonna literally find that there's a plugin called Movement. And I'm gonna put it on one of these. Let's put it on this guy. Actually, I can also put there's one called Transit. another movement-based plugin name, but this one's fun. We can just find something in here that's like this. Just add a little bit of extra little background sounds.
Mhm. Just a little
Sure.
wiggle.
Just a little extra wiggle in there. Let me grab transit because I just love using this plugin to help transitions happen. Let me go ahead and put it on these two. I'm going to group these tracks together and call them pad. And then this will let us, let me grab a transition noise. What does this sound like? I grab just all of these. That's fun.
Oh.
Oh, that actually kind of helps glue them together a little. So I might start with just that on it. And then we'll do a different one. Sure, that's like the default one, but I think that's fine. What if I just
Okay.
do, if I go back to the, let's just randomize. That's cool.
Okay.
So let me turn this mix half and half, and then let me change this from a macro to a LFO. And so this will just make it so that it'll do this over multiple things. And then now we've got like a nice little pad. Cool. I'm gonna grab this bass, bring this bass back in. 'Cause this just goes dun 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 dun, and then this goes here, here, and let's give this something. So we're about 30 minutes out from the end of this here. And I need something in the low end a little bit. So let me go back to my instruments and let me grab, I like CMI, but I'm just going to go back to my classic analog lab because it's easier to flutter through presets. And especially when we're trying to make a song in the amount of time we have, you just kind of got to go.
Mhm. You gotta go with what you know.
Yeah, it's probably a little too much. I do have these sound banks. So these are specific genre type stuff. So here's Lofi cartridge. Let's see if this one has like a nice bass. Dusty MG. And what does it sound like here? Hmm.
Okay.
I kind of don't want it to be that long.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I can change that, but maybe I find a better thing to start with. Let's see. That's really low. That's super, super low. Um, I don't want sub bass necessarily. What about volume 2? You got anything in here? Classic upright, acoustic upright. This is a piano. Yeah. Flight keys. No. Bells, sub bass. Here we go. No, way too low. Way too low. We will want something. In theory, we would want something in there, but I'm not. I'm not about to try and do bass mixing live on air. There we go.
Okay.
I think it has too much of a wait. Turn that a little bit down. It's bass line. No,
Oh.
no, that's not what
No,
we're looking
that's
for.
scary. That's
That's
scary.
evil and scary. That's not
That's
what we're
evil and
looking
scary.
for. We just go plucked bass. Here we go. Let's find one of these here. And let me hit random. So from the top, we've got low pluck wave.
Wow.
That's it. That's the one we're looking for. Yeah.
That's it.
Wait, jazz bass. Let's do this and take it back up an octave. Plus 12. All. Just, it's not doing it. It's not letting me find it. This is what I'm looking for. Here we go. All right. This one's a CMI preset, so I can just, I know where to go for the envelopes in this. Again, edit. Wait, I thought I knew. Control. Oh, it doesn't have any set. That's why. That's okay. Envelope. Tune, filter, vibrato, porta. 3D. What?
Whoa.
What?
Bases in 3 dimensions.
Wild. Okay. Functions. Mode, time. Let's go ahead and do this. And then function A should be able to map. Oh, this lets you map on the keyboard. No edit, pattern select. Control. I should be able to, it should be like a mapping matrix. How do I just set this to the volume of something? Where is the volume of something? Panning. Oh, these are 2 bass synths panned to different things. Well, let me do this in kind of a freaky roundabout way.
Okay.
If we go MIDI, actually max for live, shaper MIDI? No. Envelope. Okay, this is not how you're supposed to do this, but because I can't find the matrix mapping in that fast enough, we're gonna do this in the worst roundabout way.
All right. Do not try this one at home.
Do not try this one at home. I'm mapping a MIDI max for live envelope to the gain of this. And I need you to go to 0 here. Oh, that sounds so bad. It's not. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. We gotta find something else. Go, 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 go. Oh
Go.
god.
You have to
Oh no.
hurry. You have to hurry.
Where's the ADSR? There should just be an ADSR. There should just be an ADSR. Talk to decay, sustain release. Why is there not an ADSR?
Yeah, at the end of the hour-and-a-half showcase, Evie, if the people don't like your song, rocks will be thrown.
Yeah, there's you all can't see it, but there's there's like the plushie things, the plushie nests. There's one of
Yes,
those
yeah, okay.
sitting right above me.
At an hour 30, it just opens.
Yeah, yeah. And I need to be out of the way of it or else it'll just go, you know?
Yeah, yeah, it's on, like, a timer thing.
That's right. That's right. Vibrato, porta, bend. Why do I not know where the ADSR is? Is it not on the screen? It should be on the screen. All right, whatever. Let's find it different. Let's get out of here.
Let's get outta here.
Let's get out of here. No. Sure.
Okay. Oh.
Let's reload that one. There we go. This is a DX7, which is a FM synthesizer. So if you mess with stuff too much, it starts to like get real wild. I don't know why this has happened with the UI. It's
Oh,
zoomed in a really
it's
funny specific
interesting.
way. It is interesting. Oh, and it's back. All right, cool.
Okay. Okay.
All right, here we can just go to the envelopes in general, and we can go like this. Operator 5, operator 4. There's still one note going out the whole time, though. Oh, and it's now starting to do a weird sound. See, this is what I was looking for on the other thing.
Mhm.
What if I just
Ah.
Nope. Not gonna continue
Scares
that
you?
one.
Scares you? Scares
Scares
you?
you, scares you with a scary bass. There we go, sure. I don't like that it's panned left and right, but we can adjust that. I just like my, what's this one? Too much. Too much. Not even close. There we go. Sure. Okay.
Okay.
That'll be
Okay.
enough. That'll be enough. Okay. Now we've got this thing. Just duplicate these over and over again. That'll be fine. That's right. That's what we wanted.
That's what we wanted.
That's what we wanted. I'm just gonna turn that off. I'll come back. I'll maybe come back to that later. We've got 15 minutes to finish out this part here. And then now that we've got that, we can put in just a regular like lead of some sort. So let's go back to Analog Lab because it's got a lot of nice sounds in it. Let me just look for leads. Solo lead. Let me go back to random. Just look along here. Find some fun stuff in here. Actually, let me go back to types and just do soft lead. There we go. And then we've got this. Whoa.
Oh.
That's maybe not what we were
Oh,
looking
some
for. A
some
little
wiggling.
high.
A
Little
little high,
high.
a little high, a little high, a little wiggle.
This is called trash can lead. What do you think this is gonna sound like? Take a pick.
I
Not bad.
not bad.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
And then this changes to a different chord. So let's find what that different chord is. Where do we pull this one from? Do, 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 do. So it's here is where we need to pull from.
And I will just let you know we have 30 minutes left on the showcase right now.
30 minutes.
Yeah, 30 minutes.
Oh, okay. We've
Just
got time.
under.
We've
We
got
got time. We got all the time in the world. As long as you can fit all the time in the world into 30 minutes.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought we were at 15 minutes left because I didn't set my own timer.
No,
Silly
you're all
me.
good. You're all good. You said that and I was like, "All right, well, we'll come in, we'll give a little time check."
Yay! Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I'm gonna do the same thing we were doing here. So these pianos, and I'm gonna. Are these all the same? Yeah, these are all the same. This can just get duplicated. twice, and this can get duplicated up, and then this can go. Oops. Zoom in. There we go. Twice. And then take this, multiply by 2, take this, multiply by 2, and take this, and multiply by 2. And that should be good. All right, now this should work properly. Let me take all these, take it back down an octave, and then all right, we need those drums back in.
I love some drums.
That's the core, is just put some drums in there and then it'll be probably fine. And then this has like the down, 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 down. And that's just not something we're going to tackle today, I think, team. But that would just be a lot of like you reverse or reverb and those sorts of things. But we can just take these percussions and just continue them onward. Nope. Go out of automation mode. There's like a whistling note here. Oh, it's the lead. So let me go into lead. It's probably this one. Let me open pigments on this. I want to get rid of that whistle that's happening. It's this one here. So if I go output, I can turn this output down a little. It does add like a nice environment, but I think it was a little too much in the mix. So let me make sure it's the same volume. Okay. Cool.
Cool.
Get a compressor on this guy. Put a compressor on this guy as well, just a little bit. Okay, and I'm gonna reset these because we're probably getting to the end of where our mixing's gonna be. And let me grab Ozone. This is a mixing and mastering plugin that kind of does some of the heavy lifting of mastering and getting some of the stereo imaging proper. And we'll play the loudest section of the mix, which is probably here. So it's going to start really quiet and then it's going to suddenly get loud. So get ready for this. Prepare for lot volume increase. I'm going to try and get on this right as it happens. Okay. So that's gotten a little bit of that. Okay, I'm going to turn it down from there. Go like to -4, and that should be about where we were volume-wise. And this is instead of just compressing everything, which I was doing to make it so that everybody could hear without having to ride the faders so much, this is doing a lot of other things. So it's compressing certain parts. It's like taking things into the stereo field and stuff like that. But now we have like this nice little environment feeling.
I love it when like the snaps come in, like little switch noises.
And there's like this like sound that's coming in from this thing. Yeah, beautiful. These are like way higher now as well. So let me take these down. All right, that's just giving that little bit. We still want that. Let me add in a little bit of a granular filter. So this is going to cut up the pieces of this top piece and kind of shuffle them around a little bit. And so it'll sound interesting. Whatever it is, it'll sound interesting. Go to Imagiro Autochroma is the one that I like to use because it's got a very nice, pretty visuals. So essentially how this works is it'll be listening for incoming audio, and this playhead will just play whatever is underneath it. But you can see these little green lines are also playing a little bit of it. So they're individual little pieces called grains. And so the way that when you call a granular effect, it is playing back audio with these little grains of audio. So usually they're like little tiny pieces or cut up parts. And so you can add in like a lot of like very wild, fun things here. So let's grab like this one maybe. And it changes some pitches stuff.
Okay.
So let me grab like clouds. This will be like, let's go. What is this one? 4x4 drum enhancer. So you can hear there's like a pitching up that's happening, like a pitch. If you take this down, you can hear it. But then if we go up an octave, can I just click up? Yeah. Oh, it just lets you do that. And it is offset by a certain amount. You can also just change this. Sync. There we go. There we go. Now we're just getting a little bit extra sparkle on the top.
Mhm.
And that's just going to be all the way through. Cool. And now that we hear everything, I'm going to adjust the dry wet on that. And it just adds like a little bit of that extra high end.
Yeah.
Yay. That's turning out really good. Cool.
It sounds so good so far.
Yeah. I do want this to be louder, actually. And this one I will also turn up a little bit. Cool. Fun.
Yippee.
But yeah, that is then where we get into this like flum, 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 flum. And that would just be a little much to try and add at this point. But yeah, there's a little chunk of first steps. Let's get in and adjust some stuff here. I do want more of this like flow back and forth. So I am going to take that same transit plugin. That was the one that had the big knob here. And anytime there's about to be a transition point, I'm just going to like take this, configure this guy. Yep. Show automation. Anytime that there's a big transition between parts, I'm just going to go like this and then do this again here and then go like that. So this will let us create a little bit of like effects leading up to a big change in the instrumentation. So let me just hear what that sounds like soloed. Let's just find out. So we've got the plex. So that was very subtle. So let me make it a little bit more obvious here. It is doing the like long delay thing. So let's do like this one, ethereal riser. Actually, I can just manually adjust this macro and see what it sounds like, but let's just. Whoa. Whoa.
Wow.
Okay, so let me turn the gain range overall down. That's cool. That's cool.
That's
That's
really
cool.
awesome.
Yeah, okay. So now in context, we're losing something in that mix, and I can't figure out what. So this is definitely not the right tempo. That's okay. We were going to do this anyways. New warp. Nope. Bring it back a little bit in the mix. Do. Yeah, so let's just do this. Take this. Go to automation mode. Do. Copy that over. Do. Oh, there's like a, hear that extra little. All right, and then let me find like some sort of drum fill sort of thing we can do. So let me grab this, copy it over. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, ba, ba. Yeah, sure.
Oh.
There we go.
There we go.
All right, and I want some sort of movement on this ride because it is starting to get a little like, oh, I hear it. Yeah, it's still going. So I'm just going to grab this thing again, and I'm going to go motion. Let's just go for like something like this. Sure, drums groover. All right, and now we can actually take this mix. Oh wait, dynamic mix. What is this set to? Rate 4? Yeah, wait. Here we go. Let's do it like this. So now over time, it'll like fade in and out with this like extra top loop kind of sound. Great, I like
Okay.
that.
I like that.
That's perfectly good. Now let's bring back in the woo.
Woo!
Whoa.
Woo, woo. Woo, woo.
I can also add in, there's this thing called XO. XO is really, it's a sample browser kind of thing. So, oh no, I gotta save. Anytime I see the little like
Oh,
loading icon, I try and
dear.
save it, but here we go. Let me grab something like this. Just grab like a nice, that's muted. So the cool thing about this plugin is that it loads your entire sample library. Nope.
Nope.
It loads your entire sample library, and then you can see that this is the entire sample library here. So if I click somewhere, it'll play whatever sample is the closest. So these are like just pulling random things from across my hard drive. And it all tries to sort things together. So here we have like a bunch of snares. And then as we move over here, it moves into kicks. And And then down here, we've got like some other random percussion.
Ha!
Hua! So probably not that one.
Maybe not that one. Yeah.
Can we do that one for the entire thing, actually? But what this lets you do is, you see down here, it'll like take your whole thing, and then it'll randomly try and pick other similar sounding drums. So we've got this one. And then we can take each of these individual beats, and if we think like, oh, we want this shaker pattern to be back, we can like try and adjust that to be a shaker pattern again. So we go with this beat combiner, and we can see, change it to be turn off, 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 turn off. This should be. Let's also make these that as well. Let's do that. Nice. Okay. And then we can have this come in at some point. We can also like drag out stuff. So if we want to just take out the entire beat, we can do that. We can also take out these individual wave files. So let me grab, actually, let's try and seek around for some more stuff here. Also, can I make this play at a certain point? Kind of forget if I can do that or not. It's okay if not. I can also just take this entire beat and bring it to a new drum rack. No, don't need to do that. Go drum.
And I'll let you know we have just about 12 minutes or so left on this showcase.
Okay, yay.
Yeah.
Go for like a nice little kit here. I love these.
Oh, that's so scary anytime it starts circling.
Yeah. So that's not what I was looking for. I need to take these to the hi-hat zone. I love it when I need to take things to the hi-hat zone.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. These.
Going to the hi-hat store and everyone knew you.
Take that there. Take this up to open hi-hat. Let's go like closed hi-hat. Do that, and then this will be the claps. And this go down to hook side. Sure.
Sure. Yeah.
Be a little bit more lo-fi-fied. So let me grab a tape emulation plugin. Go back to plugins. Go here, and this should just kind of like make this sound a little bit. I don't like that snare. There's like a weird snare in there, but we can. This is just kind of extra percussion for the background. We can actually go ahead and do this, and I'm just going to take it in here, and then we'll have it. I think we can do. Let's actually keep the ride throughout, and then see what that sounds like. I'm going to bring this back into the drums section. Let's try this. Yeah, I think that's cool.
Okay.
I think that's cool. Let me duplicate this in here. And I'll actually just do this. How about that? Try that. I think that's
Sure.
fun.
I'm loving it.
It's a nice little groove.
I'd play some video games to this music.
Yeah, I feel like it's a nice video game kind of thing. So let's get an intro in here, and I think we'll just kind of copy what the intro initially was in this song with these old pals. But I'm gonna add back in this bottom note into here. Doot, doot, bump, 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 and then these two, and I will just do this analog lab one. And let me grab just this drum at the bottom, and let's see what this sounds like. And I need to turn off this. So I don't want it to be as like gross. You hear what I mean? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
No, I know exactly what you mean.
So I'm just gonna do this, and then I'm gonna grab this one
We gotta go
here.
with what's less gross. Pikmin fart
Yeah,
noises, obviously.
the fart noises are a little much. Let me just duplicate this, and then I will have a different drum for the beginning. And then what's going on here? Why you sound like a fart? Oh, that's right, because I put the fart one in there. Which in the mix, when it's all together, it doesn't sound as nearly much
It
like a
doesn't
fart.
exactly. It's nowhere
But
near the fartiness.
right, right. Let's go back to Bloom. I just think they have some nice kicks in here. Sure, let's try that one. So then we want this to like kind of do this. Let me go back to this guy, show automation, and I'm gonna go whoops, grab another one there, and then do this and this. Actually, I could even just start it from there. Let's start it from here. Then I will grab these two, put them here.
Oh,
Now we've got a progression. There we go.
now there we go.
That's what I'm talking about.
Ooh,
I'm actually gonna take this all the way through because I kind of like that groove. I forgot to extend this out. Pretend that didn't happen. And then it goes like this. Wait, why is it? There we go. I'm gonna keep this going actually all the way through it as well. Cool. I think
cool.
that is close to something cool. I think it's close to something cool for sure.
I I think it's really cool, honestly.
I think for an hour and a half, that's pretty
That's
neat. That's
pretty
pretty neat.
cool.
So let's just play it all the way through. How much let's just play it all the way through. I
We're
think that's about right.
we
Yeah.
got like 4 minutes left, yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. Um I am going to, if there's one more thing I would do, I think I want to add some extra sounds here. Extra mixing, extra, like, beauteous, lovely parts. Um, and one such way to do that is to take this and give it oh, I forgot I was gonna do something sneaky. I forgot I was gonna do something
Oh my
sneaky.
god.
Do you see what I see?
I think I see what you see.
Come on, come on. Load.
Please, please, please.
Yes, here we go. File open. Oh wait, let me save. File import. Project data is currently saved in front of yeah. Oh no. How do I wait, can I just import MIDI? Can I just drag in MIDI? Let's find out. First steps lead. Creating tracks. Track 1. Yes. Okay. This is not gonna work, but I just wanted to do the fun surprise.
Okay. Is it?
It is just Casanetero going la la la. Oh, way too high, way too
Oh,
high. Let's
way
go
too
down an
high
octave,
for
let's go down an
her.
octave.
Poor girl,
She
poor
can't take it, she
girl.
can't take it. I don't think it's even, like, in the correct timing for the right. La. So this goes down to here, and that should be right. Let's find out where in the track this starts playing. Oh, it's also the wrong tempo, that's okay. Alright, whatever,
That's
whatever, whatever,
okay,
whatever.
that's
I just
okay.
wanted to have the fun reveal.
A little sneak in there at the
Little sneaky,
end.
little sneaky. Anyway, yeah, so that hopefully is a nice somewhat crash course in, like, a way you might be able to approach making music, is just taking an existing transcription of a song you know, and just toss stuff on it. Just mess around with presets, adjust those presets a little. I think that's a great way of, like, learning how a synthesizer works, is start with a preset and then adjust things around until it sounds what you want. And then just duplicating stuff out and just trying stuff out and having fun with it. It's a nice little hobby to get into. Um, so let's take a listen to where we ended up. I will stop talking and we can just play it out. Here we go. All right, and then that's just gonna keep going until I stop it. Yay!
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 The only thing I would change is I think the bass is out of tune the entire time. That's okay.
That's
That's
okay.
okay. That's
That's
okay. It's about
okay.
having fun. Um, but yeah, thank you all so much for hanging out. Thanks so much for letting me get in here. I realized the entire time I did not have chat up, so I couldn't answer questions. Oops, sorry if you had any
Oopsie.
questions, I could have answered them. But I kinda, we were gone. We were gone. Thanks so much for having me. That was so fun.
Thank you so much, Evie. This was an absolute blast. Very briefly featuring Casanetero.
Mhm.
All right. Thank you, folks, for sticking around through this showcase. I was an absolute blast, an absolute treasure that Evie shared with us here. We're gonna hop over to a quick break with me before our next showcase, which is gonna be Vivid Stasis with Lori D. Bunnykin.